So this car is Honda CRV 2010 CRV, and it came to my workshop. It is driving properly, so they brought it to the shop for diagnosing. And sorry for the glare. And after the diagnosing, I erased all the fault code. So these are the fault code: below threshold, evap, purge valve, evap system, purge circuit open, then the system tooling. But when you start the vehicle runs alright, but you can hear the sound and it doesn't run perfect. So I was checking the system tooling. So you check the fuel trims. You check the fuel trim, and the MAF sensor is working perfectly. So it's at closed loop now, and you can see the fuel trim is around 46, which means there's a massive air leak. So now, after checking the fuel trim, I found out that it's drawing in more air, and whenever I try to accelerate, it goes to 0 when I release my leg from the throttle, and it climbs up again to 46.9%. So what I'll do now is I'll turn the engine off and check the purge valve, as it is reporting that the purge valve circuit is off. The purge valve is having a circuit issue. So with this car, the purge valve is located down here. So this is the purge valve socket, and you can see the purge valve has been taken out. You can see the purge valve has been taken out. So this is the vent valve from the engine, and there is the vent hose going into the engine. So it's drawing in more air. So what I'll do now is I'll block that purge valve. I'll block that hose, and start the vehicle and see if the fuel trim value will come down. Then that means the whole issue is from there. So now I have blocked the vent which draws air into the engine. So what I'll do now is I'll start the vehicle. And check the fuel trim. And now you can see when I block the hose, now the fuel trim is back to normal. So you can see the fuel trim is 2.3%, and the long term is also 3.1%. And now the vehicle is running perfectly. So that means the whole issue is the purge valve which is not working. And you can see the purge valve command. Because I've blocked that hose, the purge valve command is 0, which means the purge valve is not working. So now the fuel trims are working perfectly. So you can see the fuel trim changing perfectly. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. So I'll replace the purge valve. I'll find for the purge valve and fix the engine. Now it's running perfectly. So even if I accelerate, so let me select these fuel trims, and let's go to the engine. The engine up here show. So even if I accelerate, so now you can see it's working perfectly, but just that it's not purging, so sometimes it might run lane, sometimes it might run rich. Thank you for watching. So this is the purge valve solenoid that I'm going to replace, so I'll fix it then. So I fitted the purge valve there, and you can see the purge valve. So this is the purge valve, I fitted it there. So now I'm about to scan the system, and because I fixed the purge valve, so the circuit problem will go off. So now pending, so I have to check, clear the fault code in. The permanent fault code, after some number of cycle, it will be okay. So start the video and check in the live data and see. So the vehicle is running now. So now I'm checking the live data to see my fuel trim, my intake, and my RPM is dropping. So what I need to do is to check my fuel trim. So now the fuel system is at closed loop, and now you can see my fuel trim is around -3. First it used to be around 49, 46, but now after fixing the purge valve it's around -3, and after some cycle it will be okay. So let me check my purge, the airflow sensor. Let me change the value. So the engine is now running and it's going to come down soon. So even if I rev it, so it changes, and now it's way down. So it will start just moving around. So that means my fuel trim are okay. So now I just have to let it run for a while. Now you can see vapor pressure, oxygen sensor, throttle position, number of warm-up time. And now you can see, first we do not have purge, but now you can see command evaporator purge is 1920. So now the purge valve is working perfectly. So now you can see that it's purging. So let me check the fuel trim again, and it will reduce as time goes on, because now the engine is warming up, and now the system is trying to correct the state at which it was. It was first in lane mode, or it was first positive, so that means there was too much air, but now that is purging, so it's up to -12, 11 now. So it will drop down, and it's supposed to be within 5 and -5. So it will drop as the engine is warming up now. So I'll let it run for a while, and I'll come back and come and check the purge. Now it is purging alright, and you can see it is coming down. So now it is purging perfectly. So you can see the page valve comes in. The page valve command comes in, which also affect the fuel trim. So let me show you those ones. The airflow. So these are the ones that I need. So as I said, you see it's still dropping. So it will drop to within 5, -5 and negative and +5. That is quite okay for the engine, and it's now warming up also. And because the purge valve wasn't there, so the system was running lean always, and now that the purge valve is there, that's why it has run to negative. So now it has blocked the airflow and it's now taking more fuel. So the system is trying to take away the fuel. It seems the fuel is too much, so it's trying to take away the fuel from the system. That's why we are running in the negative value. So for some time after warming up, it will start switching from lean to rich. That's where you start seeing. So now it looks like it's in the rich mode a bit, and you can see the long term also is having an effect on it. The long term also is changing, and you can see the paging. You see now the paging is going down. First it was around 20%, now the paging is going down, which means the car is requesting for less fuel. Sorry, the car is requesting for more air. So let me say this. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more video. And now you can see the check engine light is off. So when I accelerate, so anytime I accelerate, you see the page goes to 0, and when I release my leg for a while, it comes back and the page command starts working. Thank you for watching. So whenever the page goes down, you can see the fuel trim begin to correct itself.